A new major player has been announced by Marvel Studios in the most recent trailer dropped for the She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law miniseries about to debut on August 18, 2022. So I've got to ask, and you probably are asking this too, who the heck is Madison? Did she knock boots with the Sorcerer Supreme Wong? Why is Marvel making such a big deal about her after highlighting major characters like She-Hulk herself, Hulk of course, Abomination, we've known for a while he's coming, and Wong, same thing, and then we have Madison? And it seems like she's in the courtroom against Wong or vice versa. What? This new role or character has debuted in the otherwise very straightforwardly named trailer, Marvel Studios' She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law. And I've got to say, I didn't see this character coming, but I've got a good guess about where we're going to go now that I've seen her. So, we're going to talk about all of that right now. Welcome back to the Mama Saga, where this Marvel-loving mama is a mother and lawyer by day, but breaks down comic book sagas, movies, and shows like She-Hulk by night. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because we do live after-party live streams after every Marvel-based Disney Plus series episodes drop, and you don't want to miss out on the fun. Quickly, spoiler alert, I'm going to make reference to something that occurred in the movie Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in a minute. That might serve as a spoiler as I go and make a point about Wong, so consider yourself forewarned, okay? Alright, so here goes. Who is Madison? As I record this very video, I've absolutely scraped the internet, including YouTube, dry, and I haven't found a thing yet on this character. And her name is spelled very uniquely. So honestly, it's not like it would have been hard to pull something up on her if it existed. Kudos, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios crew. This one's a brain teaser, since none of the She-Hulk miniseries episodes have dropped yet, and I have nothing else to go on. But I'm up for the challenge. So, after culling out the clips from the latest trailer that have to do with both Madison and Wong, since he's seated across from her in court, this is what I have determined so far. Madison is clearly being sued by Wong, so he's the plaintiff and she's the defendant in a lawsuit that he's brought against her. Now, perhaps this seemingly ridiculous woman attempted to become a student of the current Earth 616 Sorcerer Supreme, and maybe she did something wrong while at Kamar-Taj, and then defected as a student, and Wong's after her for that. Or he's trying to get her to return something, like perhaps an artifact that she took with her that she shouldn't have taken, like maybe she flunked sorcerer school but didn't turn in her sling ring to him before she left. I know that in this particular trailer, you see him lassoing a dragon-looking or bat-looking beast before going through a portal he's cast. Maybe Madison set this thing loose and it caused some property damage. To me, it looks like in this scene, like he's somehow performing. He's in a performance hall in front of a crowd. I mean, come on. He and the Abomination were fighting one another in some money-making hustle in front of a crowd in the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So, look, nothing's off the table when it comes to this guy, am I right? He might have side hustles, and maybe he's working the gig economy out of boredom. So now he's taken to performing in theaters for pay? Who knows? Then we're back to the courtroom, and as Wong looks on in the background, in the foreground, we have Jennifer Walters in her smart She-Hulk form. She's not completely hulked out, so she's in control of herself, nicely dressed in a suit. And she is standing there, a smirk on her face, as Madison gives her name to the court and the court reporter as she's being sworn in as a party, a witness, even a non-party witness. And she's all spelling out her name, saying 2 N's, 1 Y, and it's not where you think. She's being all seductive as she says this. She's not dressed as though most people dress when they go to court to provide testimony. So this is all hysterical. It gives you an idea of the tone of this courtroom comedy is going to take that Marvel Studios is putting out, the first of its kind for that company. So I think we're all in for a treat as each episode drops. As you can see, Madison is dressed in this strappy, seductive little floral number, showing cleavage, and she's all looking past Jennifer's shoulder, probably to where Wong's sitting, and being an absolute tease. And then we see Wong putting his face in his hands, all embarrassed. Does this seem to me like Wong's knocked boots with Madison, that they've kind of danced the bedsheet rumba? Sure. And don't go looking at the screen like, Wong, are you kidding me? No, I'm not. In case you didn't know, they cut out footage from the final version of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which would have revealed that Wong was dating a student at Kamar-Taj named Sarah, who I believe was killed off by the Scarlet Witch when she came to attack Kamar-Taj itself. Remember, as I indicated in my recent video, the She-Hulk Easter egg no one's talking about. There's an Easter egg that reveals the overall pattern that this romantic action comedy is going to take. So perhaps Madison's a player in that overall theme or formula, along with She-Hulk and Titania and Wong and Abomination and Lord knows who else. So if you haven't watched that video of mine yet, make sure you go watch it. Wong may want to sue Madison in court, but it's as She-Hulk warns him. She has to keep things by the book, and it's not the magical, mystical Book of Vishanti that is of great importance to Doctor Strange, Wong, and the rest of the Kamar-Taj crew. Jennifer Walters has to keep things by the Book of American Laws, which the attorney in me wants to point out very likely means the law of the state he's bringing the action in, probably California. And if applicable, federal law might be brought in too. You really want to subscribe to my channel and attend my breakdowns of every She-Hulk episode, because unlike other Marvel theorists, I'm the only lawyer. We won't be playing two-dimensional chess here. We'll layer in the legalese and play three-dimensional chess like we were Sheldon Cooper. Anyway, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to the Mama Saga for more comic book saga breakdowns, Salty Mama style. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you next time.